In this video, I am going to show you how to do a FusionBrows intermediate. I am using the yellow gold machine needle 1R with speed at 3. If you have the black pearl, you can set the speed at 150 to 160. This style is about focusing on adding definition for the tail area. First, we will start with the double frame strokes and go all the way to the spine. I am using number 15 angle blade, 0.16 millimeters. It is one of my favorite blade that I have been using for my microblading work. Make sure the last bottom stroke must end right on the end of the spine and lay on the frame. As you see right now, I'm doing a single bottom frame stroke. Now I'm adding the upper frame strokes and ending them at point 2. There is no reason to continue further because we are shading the tail area. As you see, I'm hatching downward. It tends to be more accurate for me as I like my tail being very defined and pointy. But for some others, you might find hatching upward more accurate and comfortable for you. You must always remember check your pressure before continuing onward. If you can't see the pigment appear, it means you have to go back and work on the area with a little more pressure. Now I'm using the hatching upward to fill in the frame and whole entire tail as shown. These are our most requested brows and fairly easy to do. Now I'm adding the filler strokes to complete the first pass. Reminder, don't forget to use the pinky as a pivot point to rotate as you're doing the side of the eyebrow. We are finishing the first pass of this eyebrow using hatching downward and upward, contouring the tail. Some artists might have a hard time figuring out what the proper pressure is to work on clients. When working, you must feel the vibration of the needles. If you don't feel the vibration, that means you're not inserting pigment properly and possibly causing damage. Remember, everyone has different skin types, so you will have to adjust pressure accordingly to achieve the best possible result on each client. When working on fill-in stroke, you should take your time to insert the pigment into the skin. If you do it too fast, your blade can't insert pigment evenly and your stroke might look inconsistent. After healing, causing your strokes to come out very blurry. So when it's come to microblading, you must make sure your strokes are super precise. I normally like to fill in the frame stroke first, then go back to fill in the fillers. Again, you might have your own technique to work on your clients. With this style, you must make sure the tail come out light, solid, or defined. You can keep going back to insert more pigment where needed. Normally, I don't like to add shading in the front because I like to keep it very natural, but you can always add shading anywhere if needed. Now finishing the brow, my trick to give the brow a more vivid appearance. I usually make a third pass on the frame strokes, showing off their bold and precise look.